How to start crypto? Starting crypto right now in this era of AI is pretty easy and pretty basic because unlike before, where you have to Google search and then get random answers, now AI can give you direct answer to your direct questions. Now, here are some few things you need to know. Now, in crypto is digital currency, and it's when it comes to crypto, there are thousands, no, there are millions of cryptos out there that you need to know, and not all cryptos are good investment opportunities. In fact, 99% of crypto fail lately. Okay, so now that you know that, now crypto is classified into two. We have what we call a coin, and the one we have what we call a token. A coin is a crypto that is created on its own blockchain. It has its own blockchain, and it takes a team to create a coin. Now it takes a lot of investment, a lot of planning. But a token is a cryptocurrency that is created on another coin's blockchain. It can be easily created. In fact, it takes 1 minute or less than 1 minute for anybody to create a coin on any blockchain like Solana or BNB blockchain. So now that you know that, now the next thing is, now you know the difference between different crypto coins. So before you buy any token, you need to know whether it's a coin or it's a token. Now, crypto is measured by market cap, like other institutional stocks, and crypto is also measured by market cap. Now, the lower the market cap, the more profit you're going to make when it goes to the higher value. While the higher the market cap, the lesser profit you're going to make when it doubles or something. I don't know whether you get my point. Now, the price doesn't really matter at this point when you're calculating how much you can get out of a crypto. Now, for instance, let's say you buy a token and at a market cap of 1 million. When that token gets to like $10 million in market cap, that's times 10 of whatever money that you invested in the coin. Either you bought the coin when it was 0.0001, or you bought it when it was $2 per price. What matters is the market cap. Now that you know that, now where do you buy your crypto? You buy your crypto from exchanges. Now there are several exchanges that you need to know about, or depending on your region. We have the Binance, we have the Bybit, we have the Coin, we have the Bigot. So now the most popular, we have Coinbase too. We have, depending on your region, just find out which one is available in your region. So now let's say you're using Binance. On Binance, you can put in money into your crypto through P2P or with your card, depending on your region too. Same way applies to Bybit. Now these crypto exchanges aren't different. There is no much difference between them. Their interface are almost alike, and they do virtually the same thing. Now, one thing you have to note is that crypto exchanges are where you trade crypto perpetually, and then you buy crypto you move money from your bank account into crypto, and then from those exchanges, then you move them back into your wallet. Now, a wallet is a place where you store your crypto. Wallet, you are your own authority. Now, what does that mean? It means that once you lose the key that is given to you at the creation of the wallet, to anyone, to scammers, to a loved one, to anyone that have ulterior motive, then they have access to your crypto. They can decide to take everything that they see in that wallet. That's why you should never share that 12-key recovery phrase that's given to you at the creation of your wallet. You should never share it with anyone. If you share it with anyone, then consider your cryptos gone. Now, wallet, when you buy cryptos from exchange and then you send it to your wallet, the same way when you want to sell it, you have to send it to exchange and then you sell it to your bank account. Now, you have to understand that sometimes you just want to, convert your crypto into dollar, into USD, and then without the value increasing or decreasing. Now that one now is that USD now is called stable coin. We have varieties of stable coin. We have USDT, we have USDC, DAI, USD1, and then FUSD. So these are stable coins. So you can choose anyone, but the most popular are USDT, USDC, and USD1. Now, when you convert your crypto into these stable coins, they neither move forward nor backward. They are just stable. Okay, so now the first crypto in the world that you have to know is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first crypto and the highest crypto by market cap. It's actually worth about $1.2 trillion right now as at the time I'm making this video. They're followed by Ethereum. Ethereum is about $200 billion in market cap right now. So now, let's say you bought some good cryptos and you want to store them for a long time. Now, this is where you need what we call the cold wallet. What is the cold wallet? A cold wallet is a hardware device where is a hardware wallet that contains the hardware device where you can store your crypto offline. Now, the moment your crypto is on your device, exists on your phone or your laptop, that crypto is called that wallet is called a hot wallet because it's online. If the device is infiltrated with malware or anything of that sort, it will always affect your crypto. So that's why it's always recommended to store your crypto in a hardware device or you store it offline. Now, before you store your crypto offline, ensure that you have written your 12-key recovery phrase in 3 different places that is only accessible by you or someone you trust, maybe your next of kin. But note that if your next of kin has ulterior motive, they can always access that crypto and take everything. All right. So with all this being said, now for you to buy any token, you have to analyze with some platforms like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. These are platforms where you use to analyze cryptos. Now, these are the places where newbies fumbles. Some people will come to you sending you crypto, what do they call it? Crypto contract ID and telling you to buy that is the next biggest things in crypto. Most 99.9% of the time they are lying. That's not the next biggest thing. There's always hype around crypto, and most of the time it always falls to zero. And that's why we have 99.9% of the crypto, especially those launched in 2025, down to zero today. Even the cryptocurrency of the US president didn't escape that. It went to as much as $80 per price, and right now it's below, I think, $5 per price, which is pretty crazy, right? So now, always, all those cryptos that are just launched most likely die immediately or die the very next minute. So be sure that you are not just pumping money into degen. They are called degens. If you are opportune to trade degen, make sure that you actually put in the little that you can afford to lose. Okay, then when it comes to buying crypto that you want to store for a long time, make sure you always go out for utility crypto because they always stand the test of time. Meme coins are good, but they never stand the test of time. Over time, they die down to zero, to absolute zero. They become meaningless. But crypto utility, when I talk about crypto utility, not a platform that is offering an actual activity, but their crypto, they and launch a crypto, those ones, their crypto don't perform well. But a platform where the crypto is actively being used to power that platform, those are the kind of crypto you should be looking out for. And those kind of cryptos are called smart contract cryptos. We have an example of them like Ethereum that powers Ethereum blockchain, and we have the BNB that powers the Binance Smart Chain blockchain, and then we have the Hype that powers the Hyperchain blockchain. So you want to look out for cryptos like that. Then we have cryptos that are store of value. Cryptos that are store of value, like Bitcoin is a store of value, and I think there's one called Store-J. There are a host of others. Now we have cryptos that are also being used for different activities, like we have the privacy crypto. Privacy is a thing now in crypto, and that's why we have the Zcoin, the ZEC. Then we have the Monero and a host of others. You can see that their price has also appreciated exponentially, so you have to look into them. They also have their wallets. So now when it comes to wallet and protection of your crypto that you hold, if you have a separate device and you want to hold your wallet where you'll be holding your crypto in, then that's nice. But once you start holding crypto, there's no going back. Don't click on any link you see online. Okay, love you and see you in my next video.